Hello and welcome to another episode of All Sports Takes. We're going through our NFL Week 12 predictions. If you haven't checked out our Thursday night football predictions between the Bills and the Texans, it's going to be linked in the description. John and I highly recommend you check that one out. But John, why don't you recap last week for our viewers?
Uh, Solid week. I had a good time watching. Patriots won, Bengals lost. I took a two-game lead. I mean, one-game lead. Won both differentials. That's about all I need to know, from my opinion. And I won my fantasy matchup.
I won all my fantasy matchups at least. That was one bright spot to last week. We had a boring Sunday night football. Chiefs fell to 5-5. Sam Darnold reverted to his old self. Those are some of the headlines, but a new week, hopefully new players, hopefully new headlines. I'm excited for it. And we have a great game that we're going to start off with, John. Colts versus the Chiefs. Who do you got in this one?
I think this is going to be a really good game. I think the Chiefs are going to be in pretty much every game, even if they have a 5-5 record. I'm not counting them out of any game. It is the Chiefs. Colts are coming off the bye here, so they're going to be healthy. I'm sure Jonathan Taylor is going to be playing good. I'm sure Daniel Jones is going to be playing good. It's going to be a really good matchup. But personally, I'm really taking the Chiefs here. I really don't want to pick the Chiefs, but I feel like I have to. I just can't. I still can't pick against them. I just feel like any of these weeks are going to get a win. I was really surprised they didn't beat the Broncos, and I think the Colts are kind of frauds. So I'm gonna have to take the Chiefs here 28-25. I think they get back on track here. I just can't see them going to a losing record, to be honest. So I have to take them here 28-25.
A big storyline I have going into this game is that this game is at Arrowhead. Being home, 5-5, must win. When have we seen the Chiefs below 500 at week 10 or at week 11 or at week 12? We haven't seen it. I got the Chiefs winning this one, 27-24. I know the Colts are a great team, but I just can't go against the Chiefs here. When you got Patrick Mahomes at QB, I'm not trying to glaze here, but when you have Patrick Mahomes at QB, anything is possible. That's just the facts. Pains me to say, but that is just the facts. Next, we have the Seahawks versus the Titans. Sam Darnold bounce back week. I like the Seahawks winning this one 35 to 21. Sorry, 35-13. I think this is going to be a blowout. Titans offense is weak. Seahawks defense is notably good. Um, Sam Darnold bounce back week. I hope he's on my fantasy. So
Yeah, pretty simple pick here. I'm just gonna take the Seahawks 40-20. I think they're gonna put up a lot of points in the first half and then just let off the gas in the second half, but they'll still win this game for sure.
next we have the Packers versus the Vikings. 9 is gonna let him in his inner self out in this game, but it's not gonna be enough because the Packers are gonna win this one 28-24. Man, both these teams are struggling. Both these teams are the Packers are probably the most overrated team in the NFL, in my opinion. Um, have they had a good win? No, they have not. Besides beating the Lions with three new coordinators week one at home. They beat the Commanders, sure, whatever. They lost to the Browns. They tied at the Cowboys. They beat a trash Bengals team. They beat a trash Cardinals team. They beat a trash Steelers team. They lost to the Panthers. They lost to the Eagles. Barely beat the Giants. I mean, this team is extremely overrated. This is not a contender. With that being said, they always somehow find the way to get the job done, and the Vikings always somehow find a way to not get the job done. So, give me the Packers.
Good pick from Andrew there. I was surprised he didn't go with his favorite quarterback 9. Corny, 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 dude.
Talk about that guy number 9. Man, what a guy he is. What an absolute
I generally
legend.
don't want to pick the Vikings in a game just because of how corny JJ McCarthy is and how much I
Future
don't
Hall of
like him.
Famer. Future Hall of Famer right there.
It actually brings me joy every time he has a bad game, which has brought me a lot of joy this season because he has not had a singular good
Not
game this
true.
whole season.
Not true.
So,
Not true.
uh, okay, he had one good game against a bad
Okay.
team, but
So bro just lied. All right.
nah, I swear, look it up, look it up. Tell
We
me,
have
show me a
one
good
good
game.
game against the Bears, who have two
Uh,
losses this year. I'm just saying. I
Yes,
think the
one good
Bears are
game.
overrated, but
I'm pulling it up, bro.
now
He's had one good game, bro.
I just want to point out something for our
And you
viewers.
want to say he had a good game against the Bears, dude? He had 150 yards for a touchdown and two interceptions and a 47 rating. Would you
Two,
consider that a good
sorry,
game?
two rushing touchdowns.
He didn't have two rushing touchdowns.
Think you're looking at the wrong game.
All
I'm
right,
talking
you have
about
to
Vikings
clarify that.
Bears week
Yeah,
one.
yeah, week one, bro. Like,
That was a good
all
game,
right,
was it not? Was
yeah,
that not a
one
good
good
game?
game.
It was
It
a good
wasn't
game,
even
was it
that
not?
good. It
It was
wasn't
a
even that
good
good.
game. It was a
He
good
had
game.
143 yards, two touchdowns, and an
Three
interception. Should have had
touchdowns.
two rushing touchdowns. He threw a pick
Three
six. It wasn't even that good, and it was week one. Like everyone's like, week one
touchdowns
is
and
so.
three
Week
touchdowns
one,
in his
week one
debut in the
is
NFL away in Chicago, and he ended up getting the win for his team. That's about as good as a rookie debut can get, in my opinion. I'm just
yeah,
saying.
but I'm not denying his rookie debut was good. I'm saying the rest he's played is horrible.
I
Horrible.
agree. I agree,
All
but
right,
he's had a good game.
he's had one good game. That's why I said. I didn't say he had a good game. I think he's a horrible quarterback.
Clip it.
And you gonna agree or disagree? Is he can't? He's gonna say he
I
knows
want to
it's
bring up
true.
a point about the NFC North, the most overrated conference in the NFL. I don't know if this is a hot take. I know for some people it is. I know for Vikings, Lions, Packers, and Bears fans, this is a hot take. But you look at this division and you're looking at games that they should be winning, and these teams don't get the job done. I mean, the Lions are 6-4. I thought for sure, they're gonna at least do their own. They're gonna come in firing on all cylinders against the Eagles. They turned the ball over 5 times. You got the Packers, can't beat the Panthers, barely beating the Giants with Jameis Winston. You got the Bears. Bears haven't beaten anybody good all year. They're struggling to beat JJ McCarthy Vikings. They're struggling to beat the Giants. They're struggling to beat the atrocious Bengals. They get destroyed by the Ravens. This is a terrible Bears team. This is one of the worst, most overrated teams I've seen in a long time. Oh, I can't with the NFC North and how much glaze has been going on there. I just had to get that out of the way.
That's fair, bro. I do strongly believe that the Vikings, I mean, sorry, the Lions are still a good team. I would definitely not count them out. I just think they've had a different
The
season
Bears
than
are
they did.
overrated, right?
Um, but yeah, they're overrated, but I don't think
Yeah,
they're a bad team.
they're a fine team. They might be able to make the playoffs, maybe, but they shouldn't be talked about as the number one team in the NFC North. This like gauntlet that people are facing. They haven't faced anybody tough. They have an easy
Yeah,
schedule.
they're definitely not the number one team. I would not
The
say that.
difference between
But
the Patriots and the Bears is that the Patriots actually had a good win against the Bucks. You know what I mean?
and the Bills.
Exactly. The Bears have yet to give me a win that makes me convinced that this team can win a game in the playoffs.
That's fair. Anyway,
Dang.
I'm picking the Packers here.
Next, we have the Jets versus the Ravens. Give me the Ravens 30-17. Ravens struggled last week, but they're just a better overall team. Lamar Jackson, he's just getting better week by week. I think this team is going to do well this week. 30-17.
Yeah, I also have the Ravens winning 30-17 here. Just playing the Jets. So
Giants versus Lions. What's going to differentiate the Lions from other teams in the NFC North is that they're going to be able to blow out the Giants. I like the Lions winning this one 33-14.
yeah, I got the Lions here 35-20. But Loki wants to see Jameis Winston play again. It was a sign to watch them last week. Almost pull off the upset win, but couldn't quite do it.
Next, we have the Steelers versus the Bears. And I hate this game, John. I really do because Bears fans, after winning this game by 3 points, are going to be like, oh my gosh, we're 8-3. We beat the Steelers. Man, we're such a good team. Oh my gosh, we're such a good team. We're going to win the Super Bowl. Because that's how Bears fans think. Man, the Steelers team is terrible. They don't have a wide receiver. They don't have a QB. Aaron Rodgers is looking to be out for maybe this rest of the season. And if the Bears don't win this game, right? This is just a must-win game for any contending team. If the Bears don't win this game, they're not going to win a game in the playoffs. Steelers are so weak. Bears are going to win this 20-17. It hurts me. I really want to pick against the Bears, but I can't do it.
So I'm just not as big as a Bears hater as Andrew is. Shout out Cash Banks. But the Steelers, I just don't think they're a good team personally. I know A-Rod says he's good to play and wants to, but the medical trainers have not yet cleared him. So we'll see how that plays out. Even if he does play, I still don't think they'll win. I think their defense is weak. And I just think Caleb Williams will be able to take over that, put up a lot of points against the Steelers. I think it'll be a close game. I think they'll keep it close. But I'm gonna take the Bears here 30-27 to win this game and move to 8-3 on the season.
Bears aren't scoring 30 points, bud.
All right.
I just especially against the Steelers defense.
So his defense is not that good.
I just want to point out the Bears play the Eagles, Packers, Browns, Packers, 49ers, Lions. Bears fans, I hope you're getting ready to lose 4 out of your next 5 games after this one. Um, Maybe even 5 out of 6. So fuck the Bears, what I have to say. Hate the Bears right now. Um, Sorry, Cash Banks. It's nothing personal, bro. I just don't like your team. Anyway, let's get straight into the game of the week for John and I.
Oh
John, what do you got
man.
in this one?
I haven't taken the Patriots here. Man, this team brings me joy and happiness. When I just become sad in life, I just think that my team is 9-2 on the season, about to get the 10th win, and it just brings joy to my team to see Drake May play. Brings joy to see Travion Henderson finally get starting reps. Brings joy that I get to watch our defense play each week. And I'm sorry for Andrew here, but this could be a blowout game. And I'm gonna be taking the Patriots here, 37-23. No hard feelings though.
T. Higgins said that Joe Burrow was practicing like he was in week 1 for the Bengals. Zach Taylor, no decision yet on Joe Burrow. Should Joe Burrow start on Sunday? I am going to be taking the Bengals if Joe Burrow starts. That is my upset
Hey,
pick.
that's a true fan. That's a true fan.
This is a true fan. But if Joe Burrow does not start, Patriots 34-14. But I just think I'm gonna shout out my boy. This is an OG player. I got a SIG right here.
AJ Green.
AJ Green, baby. AJ Green. I'm gonna shout out how Jamar Chase is gonna be suspended for this game, and it is not gonna matter. Jamar Chase and AJ Green have both been suspended a game by Jalen Ramsey in their career. That is an interesting fact.
It's true.
Um,
It's true.
and I don't think it's gonna matter because I think if Joe Burrow walks on that field, then the defense is gonna feel invigorated. They're gonna feel they're gonna feel enlightened. They're gonna love life. The offense,
Oh
they're
my
gonna,
God.
yeah, no, the glaze is coming, but you know I'm right too. That's the thing. If Joe Burrow plays, you're gonna be scared about this game,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I am gonna be scared.
Yeah,
I'm not
see?
saying they're gonna win, but I'd be scared. Yeah.
So anyway, if the Bengals and Joe Burrow comes back, give me the Bengals. 27-17.
Not even a two-score game.
Drake May disaster class.
We're playing the Bengals team. Okay.
If the
All right, dude. You
if
got
Joe Flacco or Jake Browning starts, give me the Patriots 34-14. Drake May
bro. What,
MVP.
what is that pick?
I'm just feeling it. I can feel it in my
All
bones, bro. I
right, yeah,
can feel
whatever,
it in my
dude.
bones.
Whatever.
Anyway, see the defense feeds off the
All
offense.
right, no, we're moving on. All right, next up, we got the Browns versus the Raiders.
I got the Browns 26-12.
Yeah, I got the Browns 23-20.
Shedeur Sanders, perfect timing, baby.
He's gonna ball out. Three
This is the
touchdowns,
Talk
200
about perfect
yards.
timing. This is the perfect game to start in.
Yeah, low key is, yeah.
Next, we have the Jaguars versus the Cardinals. Jags, wow. What a game they had last week. Completely throwing me and you off guard by embarrassing the Chargers. I mean, yeah, the Chargers, right, John?
Yeah, yep,
Yeah.
yep, Chargers.
I got them winning this one closely against the Cardinals because whenever they embarrass a good team, they always only barely pull it out against a bad team.
Yeah, no, really surprised me, especially how much of a blowout that game was. 35-6, I'm pretty sure. Justin Herbert getting benched, just a disaster for the Chargers. That's just how inconsistent they are on this team. But let's talk about the Jags here. Really solid win. I was still kind of 50-50 with them, but that really put some confidence in me. I think they're definitely going to beat the Cards here, but I do think it'll be a close game, like Andrew said. I'm going to take it 23-15.
Next, we have the Eagles versus the Cowboys. John, go ahead with this one.
I think Andrew, you should go first with this one.
Okay, that tells me that we've both chosen the exact same team because I think that the Cowboys had a great win against the Raiders last week. The Eagles' offense has not been firing on all cylinders. And for me, Cowboys at home, Dak Prescott hasn't lost to an NFC East opponent in 18 games, 18
He
home games.
lost. Oh, the home games. Okay, okay.
So Dak Prescott is really dang good at home. Dak Prescott is on playing amazing. Cowboys need this win to keep their season alive. And this just feels like to me a game that the Cowboys are gonna get done, and they're gonna get it done in a really good way. I don't think this game's gonna be that close. Give me the Cowboys 35-24.
I like that pick there. So as you can tell, I'll be picking the Cowboys here. I think when they first met in week one, if I recall correctly, I think I did pick the Eagles, but I picked a very close game. And now that it's at home, Andrew bought the stat. I think he looked very good last week against the Raiders, but still, I think this offense is unstoppable. And I think if the Cowboys defense can just, come up with one turnover, one stop, I definitely think the Cowboys can take this game. And I do see that happening. I'm gonna take the Cowboys here, 30-23, winning by a touchdown.
Next, we have the Falcons versus the Saints, and Falcons fans are in misery right now. Michael Penix Jr. unfortunately tore his knee. Um, with that being said, Saints are really bad. I can't not pick the Falcons here, 20-13.
A big Kirko, big game. Let me tell you, he's gonna go off for 3 touchdowns, 300 yards, 0 interceptions. Give me the Falcons here, 30-13.
Next, we have the Buccaneers versus the Rams. And I think this is going to be a really interesting game because the Rams are really hot right now. And this game is being played in LA. And the Bucks, they kind of need a win. It feels like I mean, they don't need a win because they're probably going to win the AFC South regardless. And the Panthers do have a really tough game on Monday Night Football, but they kind of need a win. They've lost two straight. They were at 6-2. Now they're at 6-4. If they lose this one, they're tied with the Panthers coming into Monday Night Football for this division. Um, Shout out to me, by the way, for calling the Panthers being a great team this year. Um,
Bro, you picked him for third.
Picked them for 9-8, 9-8,
All right.
third,
All right.
but 9-8.
Okay. I did too then, so I'm chilling.
Anyway, I got the Rams winning this one. I just think they're too hot. I can't go against a team that's this hot. Won five straight. I got them winning 27-24. It wouldn't surprise me if this was just one of those games that Baker decides to wake up on primetime football, pop a couple zins, and throw that thing. But I mean, I got the Rams.
Fair enough. So it's a really interesting game for me. I think the Rams
Let's go.
have been great all season. I picked them against the Seahawks. I just think they're able to win a lot of games. But let me tell you about these Buccaneers.
Let's
And let
go.
me tell you about
Let's
the
go.
pattern of this season. Now, Andrew, last time I picked a pattern, I don't remember what game it was, but you said it wasn't going to work out, but it did. So let me tell you about the pattern. It seems to me that good teams, will lose like back-to-back games against teams they probably shouldn't lose to, or just some good teams. And then the next game, they'll come out and they'll smoke a team. And that's what I'm thinking here. I think the Bucks have what it takes to beat the Rams. So I'm gonna pick them here 34-28
Cool.
shootout.
I will remind you that Bucks have lost three out of their last four. I'm not disregarding your pattern, John. I'm just saying something. Next, we have the Panthers versus the 49ers on Monday Night Football. This is going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a good game. And if the Panthers win the coin toss, they're going to win this game.
What?
If they lose the coin toss, they're going to lose this game. Panthers are 6-0 when winning the coin toss, 0-5 when losing the coin
Fuck.
toss. Fun
What
fact.
is that strat? Where'd you even find that?
Just a random fact, drop ball knowledge like that. Anyway, I think the 49ers are going to probably take this one. They're going to end up winning that coin toss. Give me the 49ers 24-23.
Man, that was hilarious. But hey, if that's what it takes to pick games. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to stick with the 49ers here. I just think they're more consistent. Brock Purdy looked super good last week. And I just think they're overall better team. Panthers super inconsistent. Almost lost the Falcons last week. Did pull it out, but still almost lost. So I'm gonna have to take the 49ers here. It is at home as well, 30-25.
John, you have a one-game lead going into this week. If Joe Burrow starts, we have two differential games. If Joe Burrow does not start, we only have one differential game. How are you feeling about this week?
So if Joe Burrow does start, we will go 1-1, I think. Or
Okay.
I go 2-0. If Joe Burrow doesn't start, I think it's a 50-50 game. I could see it really going anyway.
If Joe Burrow starts, that's a lock. So I'm at least going 1-1.
All right, bro.
Maybe 2-0.
Hit a
You
load of
laugh
this
at me.
dude.
You laugh at me. You do laugh at
Oh.
me. You're gonna see, bro.
All right, we'll see about it.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching as always. We hope you enjoyed all sports takes. Check out our Thursday night football predictions down below, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.